Hey YouTube, Thrift Hunter here. I haven't made a video in a while, but just decided that I would kind of show you guys what I've sold, because I've sold a lot of things recently and I picked up a couple cool things. So, you know, it's been a few weeks, sales have been slow, but still managing to do pretty well. So let's check out what I got. Alright, so here a lot of things that you've probably seen before. This is like kind of currently listed stuff. But the new stuff, this rhinestone necklace set and bracelet, nice, not really old, but it's vintage. That's currently listed on eBay. We'll see what we get for it. I paid $20, I believe, for the set, so paid a little bit of money for it, but I think I'll do alright. The Tiffany & Co., that's sold. This is a bracelet, the round tag bracelet. That sold for $80. That's going out today. This stuff's listed still. This knife, this is the Camillus knife, US Navy Camillus knife that I got a while ago. This sold for $103. That's going out today. Some more listed stuff. I did recently get a little 14 karat heart for like $1. This was a while ago. And this is listed. This is pretty new. Just a little Meissen plate. It's for a cup and saucer, you know, it's like $2. So that's kind of cool. I like Meissen stuff. This is just a little statue. It's like a resin statue. It's got a signature on the back, but no more than $20 or $30 I'm gonna get for that. And same thing here, just a check glass little statue. It's nice, but it's got a big old chunk that's been glued back on there, which doesn't hurt it a whole lot, but this piece isn't worth very much either, but that's listed, or going to be listed. I did pick up some perfumes, and I've actually got some sold perfumes I'm going to show you guys, but I just picked up all of these for $15. A lot of them aren't full. I looked all of them up, and none of them are, this one's Perry Ellis, none of them are very expensive by themselves. There is a little bit of Chanel No. 5, but you know, it's like nothing. Maybe get a little bit of money for it. Again, here's a Oscar de la Renta, pretty low, but I'm trying with the perfumes. I had some that have sold. There's another Chanel No. 5. And then below there's English leather. Here's an Eau de Gucci. Looked this up and not connected to the actual Gucci. Probably not worth much. And this one was kind of cool. Van Cleef and Arpels. I know them because I see their jewelry sometimes. This one's pretty full, but again, not worth much. The ones that are worth the most are probably these little ones. Of course, they're the smallest ones, but here's a Badgley Michka. That one's probably worth $20, just that little thing of it. And then here's another little one, Balenciaga. Another purse or clothing manufacturer. So I got those, all those for $15, so I can't really lose money on it, but don't see a whole lot of profit out of that. So here are kind of some of the nicer things that I've found recently. Here's a nice little faux turquoise and sterling ring with a real nice design on it. It is from Thailand, but still very nice. I paid $5 and I got a bag full of stuff, so this was in there. This is what I wanted out of the bag and was the best thing. Still, $20–$25 ring at least. I got 2 pens, a really little one, and then a medium, a regular size one here. And they both have 14 karat nibs, you can kind of see. Not worth a whole lot, but it's cool. I don't normally find pens with 14 karat gold nibs, but I always look for them. Actually found some. These are $1 a piece. And then the big find is this vase. And I picked this up this weekend. This is my most recent find, and it's by the artist John Lotton out of Chicago. Art glass, contemporary art glass. And you can see this shoulder here is about 2 inches thick of glass, and this whole vase It's about 12 inches tall. It weighs a little over 20 pounds. And I mean, I can't lift this with one hand. There's no way. It's very heavy. It is signed on the bottom and dated 1995. Upon looking this up, there are some completed auction records of similar vases like this one that are selling for all kinds of crazy money. I paid $20 for this, and I expect around $1,000, but it could be more. It's definitely the nicest piece of art glass I've ever bought, and it's really cool. You can kind of see it's like 3 layers of glass, and each of them have flowers that are all staggered. So when you look at it, it just looks like a field of flowers, and then you can obviously see all the reflection because of the glass being so thick. This thing was an absolute boulder when I picked it up, and yeah, I paid the guy and put it in my car and kept on going. But this will be a good one. Not sure what it's gonna bring, and like what it's gonna actually bring. I have it listed for all kinds of money, but you know, I don't expect huge number on it, but I'll definitely do well. It's gonna be a pain to ship, that's for sure, because it's gonna be heavy and it's gonna need a lot of padding and it's gonna be expensive. So there you go. Those are my finds for this week, and I'm gonna show you guys some completed listings because I've sold quite a bit of things since my last video, so we'll check those out. So here is the antique cast iron horse hitching posts toppers. Those sold for $100 finally, plus a bunch in shipping. They're pretty nice. Finally sold those, so $100 on those. I sold the Vietnam helmet liner. That brought $30. I sold the guitar that I bought. Finally got that up on eBay and got a big enough box that would fit it. Ended up cutting down like a wardrobe box to ship this out. Cost about $35 to ship, but that sold for $325. Sold a Jacqueline Kennedy reproduction bracelet. I don't think I ever showed this one. This one sold before I got it on video, but there it is. It's just a nice rhinestone bracelet. It had some paperwork, some certificates and stuff. So that brought $40. Here is that run over horse weather vane. That sold for $45. Here's one of the perfumes that I bought that did do good. This is Beautiful by Estee Lauder. Full, you know, big bottle, very full. That brought $50. The Chatelaine horse, this is from the 1850s, sterling little watch thing here, very awesome piece. That ended up selling for $375. Here is the broken finch, Meissen finch. That only brought $22.50, but I only paid $1, so it's a good deal. Broken stuff, it just depends, you know. Sometimes people pay more. Here is a watch. I think I sold this for $65. Waltham with the cracked crystal. Paid around $30. Here is the coin silver Waltham watch. Also had issues. You can see the chipped enamel. It was missing the crown right there. This ended up selling for $100, which was a good deal on that. And in case you guys didn't see it, that big old silver tray, of course, sold for $286. So did well on that. So as you can see, sold a lot of things. Been doing pretty good, been very busy. I mean, I've been listing all this stuff and selling and shipping, and still going to school. Got 4 classes, so I'm busy just all week long. Thanks for watching.